It's finally payday. I quit my job. I quit my job that I was almost at for 3 years. I had finally had enough. Things hit the fan and I decided to walk away. And I am so glad I did. I do not regret it. Very next day I was able to find a job after months of looking and not being able to find anything. I was able to find a job that pays more. So with that being said, when God closes one door, he's gonna open the next one for you. Always have faith. The next update is that my budget is just completely going to change. It's gonna do a complete 180. I will be having a lot of money left over on checks because of this. I will be making a separate video kind of announcing and talking about it a little bit more. But I will say there is a small hint within this paycheck breakdown. If you spot it and see it, comment down below. So if you're still here at the end, thank you for watching. Thanks for all of your support. I miss making these videos. Hopefully I'll be back for good, especially now that I'm getting paid weekly. It's finally payday. Let's go ahead and budget out my low income realistic paycheck. And I have a huge update for you guys. I am officially debt free. I filed for bankruptcy back in October and I just had my 341 discharge hearing today. So that's like really crazy for me to even say the words that I am consumer debt free. If you guys have filed, then you know what I'm talking about. That weight that is just lifted off of my shoulders. I'm really excited about it and I hope you guys stay along for this new journey of budgeting out paychecks and trying to save money and just learn new spending habits. Yeah, this is also my first paycheck from my new job. I know I told you guys I started another job in the last video I actually was able to get this job, which I'm really excited about. It's putting my degree to use. And if you're curious, it's in child welfare and I'm really loving it so far. Yeah, a bunch of updates for me. I'm hoping to get back to making these videos consistently, and if you're still here and supporting me, I just want to say thank you, and I will see you guys in the next budget video. It's finally payday. Let's go ahead and budget my low income realistic paycheck. And I'm going to keep it honest with you guys. I have been struggling. It's really been hard after filing bankruptcy, having zero money. I have zero savings, and I also do not have those credit cards I used to rely on. So yeah, it's been a little difficult. I'm not going to lie, but we're definitely going to be making it a goal in 2026 to build our savings up and building our emergency fund up. So yeah, as you guys can see in this paycheck, I had a little bit of car issues. I had to buy a cash car after filing bankruptcy, and it needs quite a bit of work on it, but that's okay. I do have a little bit of money left over on this check, and I am going to be throwing that on working towards my savings. I'm honestly just glad that the holidays are over and that I could just really focus on saving and building that fund back up. Finally payday. Let's go ahead and budget out my low income realistic paycheck. So I'm just going to start off by writing out my bills. This paycheck does include my mileage check, which was $600. So my income is a little bit more for this paycheck. And then I'm just going to write out all of my bills, fixed expenses. You're going to see I have Snap Finance on there, and that is because I had to pay to get my AC fixed, because mainly I just wasn't going to ride around with no AC. I just couldn't do it. Also, I transport for work and have a lot of babies and kids in the car, and I was not going to do them like that. So that's what that is there. And then you have your variable expenses, which includes Mother's Day this pay period. And then can we just talk about gas prices? Like, seriously, it is insane. Then I'm going to go ahead and cross out those sections because I'm just not using them this check, and then adding everything up, and I have left over $500, really just my mileage check, and I'm gonna try to get ahead on bills. But I'm gonna show you guys this here. If I didn't have my mileage check this pay period, I would have been negative $90. I would have had to adjust my variable expenses. This is just to show you guys, like, it's hard out here right now. If you're struggling, you're definitely not alone, and I feel you. It's finally payday. Let's go ahead and budget out my low income realistic paycheck together. Today I'm going to be budgeting my paycheck out on my iPad mini using my digital planner. Okay, so I'm going to start with writing the date I got paid, which is April 25th. And I'm going to write the next paycheck. So for income, I'm just going to write my paycheck because that's the only income I have right now. I got $10.90. Bills out. I'm not doing safety funds, not doing savings. So I just like to X those out. Then I'm just going to go in and highlight totals. And then we're going to add everything up. So bills, 800. Expenses is 270. That leaves us with $20. I'm going to go ahead and put it into savings. It's not much, but it's something. So it's finally payday. Let's go ahead and budget out my low income realistic paycheck together. So this paycheck was a total of $10.90 onto the bill. So we have my portion of the house payment, which is $500 for this check. $60 I will be throwing onto my credit card. I have Snap Finance, which is $70. If you didn't watch my last video, that is just financing for my vehicle. I had to get a few things fixed on there. Mainly, I had to get my AC fixed because I'm not riding around with no AC. I just can't do it. For food, I only set aside $60, which is not even realistic. It's gonna get put onto my credit card anyways because I've been using my credit card for food and gas. For gas, I set aside $150. My car used to fill up on $35. Now it's filling up on $60, close to $60, which is insane. It's ridiculous, you guys. Allowance is $80. Insurance is $100, bringing my grand total to $10.75, which leaves us with $15 left. So thankfully not in the negatives, but it still sucks not having anything after your paycheck. But I know a lot of you can relate. It's rough out here. Also, if you watch my other paycheck videos, do you prefer this style where I'm kind of talking to the camera, or do you prefer voiceover where I'm showing you my point of view of writing everything out? Let me know in the comments.